Disclaimer, I went to the dentist before I did this video, so my face was numb, so if I slur my words, if I bite myself, if I drool all over myself, because it's not because I'm stupid, it's because I went to the dentist. What is up, guys? Good time for you guys. Now, I was gonna do this outside, but it was a hurricane about an hour ago, so the ground is wet, everything's just wet. This is literally the rainiest summer, I swear to God, in forever. So this is like my actual thing. You'll understand. You will understand by the end of this video. But I'll show you what I have set up. These are all of my skateboards I have. Yes, I truly have an addiction. Trying to tell you guys I do. Yeah, now you see why. I have my first board ever. You know what? I'm just gonna walk on the broken boards. Ooh, this feels very weird. This board is my first board ever. The story behind this is I got it through a friend. He just kind of gave it to me. This was Kenny's board at one point in time. Kenny is probably 35 now, and Kenny gave it to one of his friends, and that friend was Ben. Ben is probably 25, you know, somewhere around high 20s. And then Ben gave it to his younger brothers, which are the twins. If you haven't seen my redneck friend, the twins are in that video, and the twins gave it to me because every time I would go over to their house, I would always be messing around on it, and they finally said, why don't you just have it, because we don't do anything with it anyways. The only times it comes out of the garage is when you're over, so they let me have it. And this is my first skateboard. This is what started everything, and I'm so happy that they gave it to me. And yeah, I even have old pair of shoes. Every pair of shoes I rode a skateboard in, I mostly have every single pair. These are my first pair of shoes. Yeah, I know, I'm so weird for keeping them. But you know how, like, if you play a sport and you get like 1,000 points or something, you usually keep the basketball, or like you keep, if you're a senior, you can keep your jersey and you usually frame it up and hang it on the wall. This is exactly what I am doing with skateboarding, so it's not that weird. But I literally rode these shoes till I could not ride them anymore. Look at that nice hole, just wonderful. My second board I ever got is broken. It was this board I got from Zoomies for some stupid reason, and I got a new pair of shoes too. These things were my second pair of shoes, and I learned so many basic tricks in these. I just couldn't pass up of giving them away or throwing them out, because this is like a milestone in my skating career. I believe these things have holes in them too. Let me just grab it. See, there's a hole starting. I didn't ride them that hard, but both ends are wear down, because that's when I started learning to skate switch, which is very impressive to be riding switch just so soon. And I could go on and on about all of these boards and my shoes. These shoes are probably the worst. Just, yeah, I duct taped the bottom of them. There's probably a hole big enough for, I don't know, all of my fingers to fit in probably. Duct tape the bottoms. that piece has fallen off. There's no holes in these shoes, actually. They hold up amazingly besides the bottom. I highly support Adidas and the Business shoe, because that is very surprising. There's no holes in them at all. And yeah, just kind of moving down the line of the skateboard history that I have, which is that was my last board I had, and they go down in the line to the very beginning to the very end. And isn't this weird how I have more skateboards that I hang up on my wall than I actually ride? That is so crazy. Now, the reason why there's one board that is not broke, well, two boards that are not broke that I have up in this line, and this is this board. This board is the board I ollied the 7 stair. I'll play a clip of that right here. But that was just a high boosting moment in like my skating career, and yeah, a 7 stair is kind of impressive for only skating. When did I start skating? I started skating when I was 16, and I am 19 now, so do the math. It's not very often someone that's been skating as long as I have that can ollie a 7 stair. So I literally ollied it, came home, took it apart, and put it away because it was gonna break any second, and if you can't tell, it was pretty much dead, and I was so happy on that. Now, what I did when I was younger was I would buy 2 boards. I would buy a board to hang up in my room, right there, and a board to ride exactly the same. Why? I have no idea. Same thing down here. Board I hang on my wall, board I rode in, and that one I learned heel flips on, and I killed my ankle. I remember that day very well because I couldn't skate forever. Probably about a month and a half I could not skate because I rolled my ankle so bad trying heel flips on that board. And plus, it's a Tupac board. Why can't you go wrong? You can't go wrong with a Tupac board like hanging up in your room. And then we get to the golden boards. This was my first golden board. I can't believe I can remember this. I can't believe I remember which board I got first in the Golden Series. Like, first board I got was P-Rod's. Second board was Nick Tucker. Third board, well, actually I got these 2 boards at the same time, but they were harder to find. It's Shane O'Neill's board and Sebastian board. Those 2 people are the hardest people to find boards of, like golden wise, because they are so good, so impressive, and just like mind-blowing on what they can do. And then this is the classic golden board, and I need one more to complete the whole series of the golden boards, and I want that board so bad, but I just cannot find it at all. So this is just a short video kind of showing you I do have an addiction to skateboarding. Now, even if you want to count my snowboards, I have 4 extra snowboards, so you can kind of count and see how many I actually have. I'll give you a minute to kind of take in how many I actually have, because I don't want to do the math. It's summer. Who wants to do math during summer? So have the best day ever, guys. I swear to God, this is probably my last strange addiction like videos. I hope you guys understand that this is like a sport, and every time I make a milestone, I will keep that board. Even though some of these aren't milestones, it's just the beginning. So every time I like advance, get that next milestone, I'm keeping that because means so much to me, and I hope you guys have something that makes you do the same thing. But have the best day ever, guys. I swear to God, this is my last Strange Addictions. And if you want to add on more to that number you just counted, I have four snowboards, I have one mountain board, one wakeboard, and I don't know. I would actually have to look and see if I have any more boards. Those are just the ones that come to my mind. So see you guys later.